Hi everyone, my name's Elliot and I'm the CEO at Heroes. At Heroes we help those with hearing loss to new sounds and confidence.
Can you hear my voice now? Yeah? What about Mom's voice?
Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Imagine the happiness, excitement and freedom of being able to hear sounds around you for the first time like Mary. Being deaf all my life, I've had a very similar experience to Mary when I received an implant in 2013. I'll always remember the time shortly after my implant and I was jogging down the street and I noticed a sound I couldn't identify. It wasn't until I got home later that day I realised it was the coins in my pocket. It's an amazing milestone receiving an implant, but it's really only the first part of the journey, because then there's the process of training your brain to interpret and identify what sounds mean. It's like trying to drive a sports car when you don't have a license or you've never driven a car before. This isn't just something that Mary or myself experienced, but also others around the world. In Australia, there's 3.7 million with a hearing loss and 360 million globally. The World Health Organization estimates that there's 1.1 billion at risk of losing their hearing. The social and economic cost per year for those with hearing loss is huge. In Australia, which is our beachhead market, the estimated cost is roughly 33.3 billion. In the US, being 270 billion and 750 billion globally. In many cases, the largest expenditure from these total costs is the value of the loss of well-being. For example, in Australia, the value of the loss of well-being is estimated at 17.4 billion, or roughly 52% of the 33 billion in total cost per year. So what's the problem? Like with all training and rehabilitation, it's very important to understand the progress that you're making. In many cases, it's quite challenging for recipients to have access to certain training materials, and when they do, it's often a blanket and cumbersome experience, resulting in very limited understanding in their unique hearing journey. So we had a look at what's currently available on the market, and aside from face-to-face, there's other options like CDs, worksheets, and computer desktop software, which still don't address the problem overall of accessibility and a dynamic experience to help recipients make the most of their ongoing hearing progress. So we've come up with a solution, and our solution is an app called Heroes, which is engaging, portable, and dynamic. It contains over 40 gamified activities focusing on key and specific proven modules in auditory training. This allows the recipient to train anywhere at any time, as well as focus on challenges specifically tailored for them. The kind of tools we're building is very motivating and it's changing people's everyday lives for the better. We've had some amazing traction over the last 6 months, with activities being played over 40,000 times, the daily average session being over 15 minutes, and we've found that 78% of users have been improving in their area of challenge, roughly around their third session. This is an increase of 7 times accelerated learning compared to traditional methods. In fact, a couple of days ago, I received an update from a lady who'd been using Heroes, who mentioned that her ability to understand speech with an implant went from 0 to 96% in 6 months, which is incredible. Part of our success with Heroes is through collaboration with different organisations such as non-for-profit, for-profit and government, who have all found benefits in using Heroes. Around the business, we're introducing a subscription model for individuals, followed by businesses, and then paid per research option for research organisations. We're also in the process of applying for NDIS to make Heroes even more accessible. We have a very exciting roadmap ahead, with scaling to new markets such as education in Australia and our next beachhead market in the US, helping us reach 10,000 users. In light of COVID-19, we've ramped up development and currently building a clinician platform to help everyone maximise outcomes anytime, anywhere, together. But we need your help to scale. We're currently raising $250,000, as well as seeking partnerships to join us in this next exciting milestone. So if you're a clinician in audiology or speech pathology or a very similar field, we'd love to have a chat with you. Thank you everyone. My name's Elliot from Heroes, and let's work together to help those like Mary turn hearing loss into a hearing gain and help her identify the hearing world around her. Thank you.